diversity. They don't believe that all different people can come together and celebrate the very best of what we all have to offer. So it's important that you share this out, you tweet it out, you Facebook it out, you TikTok, whatever it is that you do, word of mouth it out, but you share it with people.
So, thank you so much. I forgot to send it back there if you want to take something home. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Joyce. And as you know, life be lifing. So things will happen, and technical issues will come up, but we're going to continue to breathe with one another and continue to listen to one another and know that things happen. So thank you, Joyce. It was really wonderful. It's really great having your father's energy here in this space. So I'll share that. So our next person up is the coordinator of the Uptown Stroll Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance, Martin Collins.
Good morning, everyone. I want to first let you know it's a very busy time with the Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance. We have a lot of programs and events that are underway, planned, and anticipated. And I have postcards and flyers on the information table in the back of the room for you to take with you as you leave, and it will have more information and details on all of our activities. First, in celebration of Women's History Month, the Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance invites everyone to the opening of the 16th annual exhibition, Women in the Heights. This year's theme is Hair, Untangling Identity. It features 43 women artists from El Barrio, West Harlem, Washington Heights, and Inwood. The opening reception will be on Thursday, March 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Noma's Gallery, located at 4140 Broadway and West 176th Street. May RSVP on our website. The poster contest for the Uptown Art Stroll. This June will be the 23rd Uptown Art Stroll from West 125th Street to 220th Street in West Harlem, Washington Heights, and Inwood. And each year we have a poster contest. This year the grand prize winner will receive $2,000 and the banner on all publications, including the 5,000 printed guides that we will publish and distribute throughout all three neighborhoods. Second prize gets $1,000 and third prize $500. So Sunday, March 16th is the deadline for artists in all three neighborhoods. I'm especially interested in what West Harlem artists will send to us to be the emblem of this month-long celebration in June from 125th Street to 220th Street. Information and an application to submit your entries on our website at this one. We can also ask everybody to please submit their events for the Uptown Art Stroll printed guide by May 1st. Calendar, online calendars on our website, takes about 20 to 25 seconds to enter an event. I use that to write the guide, which I'll start writing in about 2 to 3 weeks. And last year we had a 56-page guide, and we had robust participation from West Harlem arts organizations and artists, and we look forward to even more exciting presentations, exhibitions, open studios, and events throughout West Harlem in the coming art stroll, the 23rd art stroll, from May 30th through June 30th. So you can submit your events in our online calendar to appear in the printed guide, and to do so by May 1st. We'll have a QR code in the front of each of the guides and all of our posters and postcards. So if events come in after May 1st, don't fret. Your events will still be in our online calendar, but they'll appear only in the online calendar if we get them after that first weekend or day. We invite everyone here to join us for a pre-stroll concert with jazz impresario and West Harlem resident Emmett Cohen at 7:30 p.m. Tuesday, May 20th at the Harlem School of the Arts. We do have a suggested $10 donation to benefit the HSA summer camp. We ask everyone to please RSVP on our website. Capacity of the Dorothy Manor Hall is limited to 150 people that evening, Tuesday, May 20th at 7:30. And lastly, we invite everyone to what is the 23rd Uptown Art Stroll opening reception here in West Harlem on Friday, May 30th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the Lee C. Bollinger Forum on West 125th Street in Broadway. It's free and open to the public. We'll have delicious food, refreshments from local eateries. You will get to meet this year's honorees and many others, and enjoy music and refreshments again Friday, May 30th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the Forum on 125th Street in Broadway. I left business cards in the back, as well as postcards and flyers and all of the information about the programs and events. I discussed. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much. Now I'd like to welcome the Executive Director of ICE Theater of New York, Ms. Yarina Ribbons.
So I'm the Executive Director of ICE Theater of New York, and we are an ICE dance company. We're the first not-for-profit to be founded here in the city 40 years ago. Not quite 60, folks, but we're getting it. And we're a repertory company, which means we work with choreographers from outside our little family. We work with ballet, dance, modern dance, conceptual artists, singers, to create different interpretations of what dancing on ice can look like. The information for our upcoming performances is always on the website, although I learned today maybe we shouldn't put everything out there and only read it every month. That's a good idea. And we just finished the New York City Young Artist Series at Riverbank, Denny Farrell Riverbank State Park, which is an outreach program that we offer free to the schools from the community. And it was a huge success. We had our last one yesterday. And schools from, Constantine Salam's district, from Reyes district, from South Bronx participate. They get to see a show, and then they get to receive instruction to skate. So next year we'll do it again, and the schools sign up. So we will bring information when we get closer to it. But what I wanted to show you today is that back in December, we did our winter holiday skating celebration, which we do every year at Riverbank State Park. And thanks to the support from the Harlem Community Development Corporation, we were able to hire one of the Harlem Arts Alliance members to make a little video. Nina Salam from Abstract Vision shot this video, which we want to share with you now.
I work with ICE Theater of New York, and I skate with them to make pieces to kind of show what skating can be outside of competition and how it can bring meaning into dancing on the ice. And I'm so glad to be here to skate with my crew and to show people how much fun we have.
And the show performance by everybody was amazing. It was a lot of fun, positive energy, festive. I loved it. It was amazing.
Never disappoints. Just the thing to get everyone in the holiday spirit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is your other part of your surprise of bringing you to the show. You're going to be skating in a few minutes. I like the show. You like the show? You like the skate? You can't get a show like this nowhere here in Harlem or New York City. Beautiful, professional. You got to come see it for yourself.
We have come every year for, I think, the past 7 years because my daughter is on Riverbank Figure Skating Club. We love this event, the Purple Rain. It's just unbelievable performance, but everybody was great.
I'm so happy to be here. It's so nice to see so many diverse and wonderful faces, happy faces, and a great sense of community here. And I just had such a great time performing, and hope to be back again next year. Doing this show at Riverbank is something that we've done multiple times, and we love it so much. Every time we come back here, the experience is always amazing.
It really helps us protect, and the audiences are always amazing.
We get all the kids and all everyone cheer for us in the stands. It's a great feeling to be back here.
We hope that you enjoyed this performance by the ICE Theater of New York.
Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce the co-chair of CD9 Arts and Culture, Ms. Daria Hartman. Is it Daria or Daria? It's Daria Hartman.
Good morning. It's so strange because I perform for a living, but getting up in front of a bunch of artists always makes me nervous. So I'm going to talk a little slowly today because every time I get up, I always sit down and realize that I rushed through and forgot something. So forgive me if I'm talking a little more slowly than usual. I am Daria Hartman. I am co-chair of Community Board 9, Arts and Culture, West Harlem. We don't have a lot of major announcements, except for we have recently started 2 new subcommittees. One of them is an Art for Youth subcommittee, as well as an Art Therapy subcommittee. And the reason that I'm announcing that is because we are a community group. We are a group of volunteers, and we connect and we advocate and we serve the people of West Harlem. That is the artists in West Harlem, and that is also bringing art into West Harlem. So anyone here who is an artist, arts advocate, arts organization, we invite you to connect with us. We invite you particularly as it pertains to these new subcommittees, the art therapy and the art for youth. We would love input. We would love ideas. We are open as well to public membership. And even if you don't live in West Harlem, if you have a particular interest in West Harlem, you are eligible for public membership. As well, just a little aside, the actual board, all of the community board applications are open. I think they closed today. So if anybody is interested in community board membership, do it quick, do it today. We meet, Arts and Culture meets the first Monday of every month at 6:30 p.m. Our office is at 3291 Broadway. Our boardroom is at 3295 Broadway. That's the corner of Broadway and 133rd Street. Now, to take off my community board hat just for a little moment, I'd also like to announce an event that I will be having. Mr. Rivers has graciously agreed to make this event a part of Harlem Arts Advocacy Month in October. It is actually born out of these kind of meetings. It's born out of WHBC. Thank you, Joanna. It is born out of being at meetings and having a bunch of artists and arts organizations come before us at our meetings and realizing that we have the same needs. We're all looking for space, we're all looking for resources, and we're all looking for audiences. And space and resources, I can do something in the community board to maybe advocate for that or push for it. But the one thing that I can't do is audiences. But me personally, as a personal individual, came up with an idea, and I went to Boza about it. And I am going to do an event bringing together the artists and arts organizations of Harlem, a multidisciplinary festival event. Starting out as one day, in my head it's going to be a whole week, trying to be like Harlem Week. Or Harlem, whatever. The working title of it is Arts Harlem. Don't get mad at me. Every name that I looked up, somebody already had it or had something close to it. I'm sorry if it's close to anybody's name, I'm sorry. Right now, the working title is Arts Harlem. It will be in October. I invite you to connect with me. It will be photography, fashion, all kinds of visual arts, culinary arts, performing arts. Any part of arts is invited to be a part of this festival. We're still figuring out exactly what it is and exactly where it is, but if I was going to announce it, this is the room to announce it in. So if you want to connect with back to community board, if you have let's stay on this for a minute. If you want to connect with me, also for the community board, you can just send it to one email, cb9arts, arts with an S, cb9arts@yahoo.com. And please make the subject festival, so I'll know what it is. If you have events yourself that you would like to be announced to the CB9 community, the e-blast, the community e-blast, you can send it to info@cb9m.org. And I think that's it. I'll yield my time. Thank you very much.
That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you. How's everybody feeling out there? Yeah, I'm feeling good too. I just want to say really quickly, like I said before, that all roads lead back to Boza. When I was a teenager coming up, working in the theater with Boza, I wanted to get my equity card. So I was working on a show with Boza, and he introduced me to Woody King Jr., who hired me to work on his plays, and then I was able to get my equity card, and I was a professional stage manager. So, yes. So that's exciting for me. So, moving on, I'm going to introduce the founder of the Kitty Rose Lifestyle. Give a warm HAA welcome to Kitty Rose.
Good morning, family.
Good morning.
Happy 2025 and new beginnings. This is the first town hall meeting of the Arts Alliance for 2025. Thank you all for attending, and thank you to the new members and guests for joining us at the top of the year. So thank you guys. I hope you like it and become members. So I also wanted to thank, my name is Minister Kat, for those that don't know me, aka Kitty Rose. I am the owner of the Kitty Rose Lifestyle. Before I start my presentation, which is very simple because it's just going to be videos, I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to thank everyone that made a donation to my trip to Africa in October to the orphanage of the Good Samaritan Orphanage and where did I go? I went to Nairobi, to Nairobi, Kenya. In particular, like Harlem American Digital Network that donated $100, as well as you all in the community that donated $5, $10. I appreciate the donations that you guys made. And now, because of that, I am now in partnership with them back in America to be their United States representative for this orphanage in Nairobi. So thank you guys for that. I'm a big component of community partnerships. Collective action has been mentioned a few times today. So I wanted to show you that I understand what that means. I also wanted to, I just wanted to show you what that means with one of the artists that's supposed to be in the room, number 13, Enoch, but I don't think he's here, but you'll be able to see what community partnerships and collaborations in this room looks like on a local level as well as a global level that we are all attempting to do or are currently doing. So they can turn down the lights now. You can play my 3 videos in a row. Turn the lights down just a little bit. Thank you. Enjoy.
Have you ever thought about how you can make a change in your community by using media?
That comes with everything from 4K Panasonic cameras and high-tech monitors to to flat screen TVs in a smooth, well-functioning setup packed with plug-in studio equipment, Kitty Rose and her team at the Kitty Rose Lifestyle has all you need to become a successful content creator. It all starts with preparation, where Kitty brainstorms and inputs all information into the teleprompter, of course behind some smooth music. Alongside her technical director, William, they review the show rundown to ensure they're producing the best product possible for the client. Afterwards, they transition on set, both clipped up with pristine wire pieces for sharp, clear audio. And right before air, prayer is the priority. And when the dust settles,
Quiet on the set. 5, 4, 3, 2,
here's the problem.
and we're live.
All this comes together to deliver an unforgettable experience brought to life by Kitty Rose and her team at Kitty Rose Lifestyle. They offer graphic creation, video editing, and professional affordable content production services to support creators. So hire their team today.
Have you ever thought about how you can make a change in your
That video, as they put the next video on. We met young Enoch, in November? Brilliant young cinematographer, snatched him right up, told him to come to the studio, and that's what he created. So I don't know if those that remember the first video you guys saw in November, compared, and you guys thought that was cool, but this took it to the next level. So that's another form of what
Hey there, it's Miss Kitty Rose from the next chapter over here at BronxNet. You got a show idea or content to share that can make waves in our community? Ever find yourself stuck on what to do next? How to promote, market, or share your message effectively? Well, I've got fantastic news for you. Join me for an exclusive marketing workshop. Learn how to strategize with current market trends that creates content that truly shines. Head to BronxNet.org, click on the Join Us tab, and then select Education to sign up for my class today. Seats are limited, so don't miss out. I'm here to help you get the most of your digital content. Sign up now. I'll see you there.
It was amazing because it was an intimate setting where we all got to share ideas.
The class was very, very informative. I feel like it's the first step towards seriously taking your business and your business plan seriously. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about marketing. We still learning more. Sitting down with yourself and jotting down goals and listening and getting feedback from the participants in the class. Definitely come. You're going to learn a lot. It was very entertaining, very engaging. The instructor, Kitty Rose, was wonderful. She kept us engaged, and not only the instructor was good, people that was there, I learned a lot from them. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of people. We all talked, we brainstormed.
It wasn't just me as an instructor, but it was us collectively coming together as partners. So that was beautiful, that it wasn't just one person's voice, but it was a collective of ideas that was generated, and everyone got something from it.
This is Anita G. Shout out to BronxNet in the marketing class with Heroes.
Goes back to Rosa. 15 years ago, I was teaching marketing right here in Harlem through Constant Contact. And now, all these years later, because of Rosa and Alethea Brown,
forcing the camera into my hands, I'm now where I'm at. So community partnership, collective action does work, and I encourage everyone in the room to make connections and to grow and build together. Once again, I'm Kitty Rose. My next workshop is March 6th and 13th at BronxNet Studios, but I'm also putting together some classes here in the Bronx, so stay tuned for that. You can always find me online on all social media platforms at Miss Kitty Rose 1. That's Miss Kitty Rose, MSKITTYROSE, the number 1, all one word. You'll be able to find me, and I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget to engage with each other.
Thank you. Yes. Now I'd like to introduce the co-founders and curators of New York City Musicians Collective, Damon Mendez and Carmen Whip.
How's everybody doing? Yeah, everybody's got a little tense right now. Let's want to give a round of applause for Mr. Bozo Rivers. 6 years here. We're all connected to him, so you know we gotta, and Temple as well, because they're so super busy. You know, in our own things that we do, I was kind of like, oh my gosh. Can you imagine what it is for Bozo? You know, it's like, oh, you know, so like. Highly respect him. We talk about him all the time, so you can't give him a round of applause. And we have the clip, so we'll show that first, and we'll have some more information.
Thank you. You know, it's interesting, there's been a theme today, collective. And because we are certainly living in times of uncertainties where our beliefs are being challenged. And history has reminded us that no great movement or no meaningful progress was ever achieved alone. It has always been collective. Yes, Lord. And the power of people coming together like all of us here in this room today, sharing our resources, our ideas, and our strength. That's what the New York City Musicians Collective is rooted in, these principles. And we are committed to our artists to tell them how beautiful they are, to help them share and smell their roses. And we are firm to the notion that unity is not an option, but it's a necessity. Damon, you want to share with them?
Yes, so just, if anybody doesn't know about the collective, what it is, we've been a part of the Harlem Arts Alliance for about 6+ months.
Yeah.
Blessed with that. And each town hall meeting, we left inspired, witnessing great heartfelt presentations. And again, like what Carmen was saying, that we're committed to stopping just so that, all the artists get the chance to smell the roses. And in the past, we've had great artists like Valerie Simpson, Cameo, Najee was recently. So that we had Barry Eastman wrote for Nina Baker and Freddie Jackson, on and on. A great musician from New York. And it just continues on. And how the collective started back in the day with Vaughn Harper. We started with a presentation for Vaughn, which we had the simulcast at Sweetwater's, WBLS, where Rosa was a producer for that, again, Rosa. And so we just continued that because we just saw the necessity of uplifting the artists that we have. Because it's a small window, ladies and gentlemen, with internet and all, and kids being all on their phones, they don't even know who Luther Vandross is. So, you go, say Luther, it's like, so it's up to us and the collective, and we just make sure that those things are carried on. So every year, November 1st, we honor different folks. This coming year, so save the date, you can click on, the QR here, it'll take you to our website. We're looking forward to Mick Murphy, honoring Mick Murphy. If you don't know Mick Murphy, he's from the system. If you remember, what's the song you sing? Yeah, so everybody knows that. So and also the Family Stand, which is Peter Lord and what's that person? Yeah. Sunshine Victor. Great honors. Everybody knows. So we like to honor them. It's important that we honor them. And we're working on Nona Hendricks, okay, and Will Downing. Was their schedule, so that they can fit for us for that November, which is a Saturday. So we're looking forward to that, but we're doing great things, music clinics, all different things just to keep music, being that they're trying to erase that from schools and all, take that from the kids. We're trying to just bring that back in. So anybody that needs that kind of information or needs help in any of that, we have a plethora of artists in our roster to bring it on.
As well as our health and wellness workshops that we do. Yeah.
We thank everybody for your time. This is so awesome. We thank you so much. And God bless everyone, okay? Flag your power. We gotta do this. Let me just say this real quick, is that, we gotta do the cotton field, right? We gotta do the cotton field. This is nothing. What's happening right now is nothing. We can give you that. We can give you anything. Let's pray up, y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Like the power of public enemy. I'm excited to introduce this next person. We got a chance to honor her at the 60th anniversary celebration of New Heritage Theater Group. She's a close, great friend of the theater, a great friend of Rosa Rivers. Put your hands together for New York City Council Member Gail Brewer.
honored to be here, just like all of you. I adore and respect Boza Rivers. If Boza Rivers says jump off the bridge, I'm jumping off the bridge. But I know, more importantly, he cares about everybody in this room and the work that you do, and I share that. I was trying to think of a couple of things. I'm all about money. I want you to get more money. That's the focus that I'm focused on today, because you have the most amazing talent. But one suggestion recently that we did, similar to this, which is we brought all the schools in District 3, from Harlem down to 59th Street. Joyce was there. And we brought all the arts organizations that are in that area and beyond. And we said, because sometimes the schools have money, elected officials have money, and sometimes a nonprofit has funding that wants to make a match. And I think it was successful. There are times when the school, these principals, and you may be one in the room, they're great. But when a nonprofit arts organization calls and they don't know you, they don't pick up the phone. They don't answer. That's just how they are. They have other understandable commitments. And we heard earlier, arts education is more audience members, and it's obviously needed. These young people need you desperately. They have for mental health, for talent, for future, for math, for English, for everything. The arts, to me, are the DNA of our system, of our city and our school system. I can't tell you how many times, unfortunately, they don't put it as a priority. So I'm saying something similar. Again, it's often done here, but to get the schools to be with you, match in some way. And we do this every year. We'll let you know, certainly, that Harlem Arts know that this is taking place. We did it at Lincoln Center, and we had about, I'd say 80 or 90 arts organizations and about 40 schools. So it's an idea, because that means hopefully funding. Of course, there's always the CASA grants, which I'm sure some of you participate in, for the schools, and then also for the senior centers. And you need to bug your elected officials to make sure you're on the list to try to get that $20,000. It's not a lot, but it helps. That's number one. Number two, I also want to say in terms of communications, this whole newsletter world, in addition to having social media. So there's a great young council member. I'm definitely the oldest council member, and definitely Othi is the youngest council member. And to his credit, he tried to pass and was successful in passing a very controversial bill, which is a good one, which says if you're a tenant trying to get an apartment, rent an apartment, you don't have to pay the broker fee, particularly if you've never heard of the broker, you've never hired the broker, and it should be done by the owner if the owner wants the broker. So it's in court, but I think he'll win. He got that bill passed. That is one controversial bill, because you're taking on the entire owner, landlord, developer industry, and he won. And he did it behind the kind of wonderful media outlets that you heard earlier. And the fact of the matter is, they work. So if there's some aspect that you want to, definitely go to BronxNet and work with your amazing, talented person here in the front row to say, this is working. Now what I do, as the oldest member of the city council, is I have a really long Boza Knows newsletter. But it works for me, for my audience. It has every event coming up. It has every public health mess. It has every, whatever's going on nationally as well as locally. And again, if you're interested, you can sign up on our website, but more importantly, if you want something in it, it goes to 100,000 people. So what we do is we have it coming out on a Thursday. If you don't open it, you get it again on a Saturday. Too bad, you gotta read it. And then you get it again, a simplified version on Monday. Guess what? People read it. And that, again, is you gotta communicate. Whatever you're doing, as you heard earlier, you have to communicate. And that works for me. People love to read it. If they find a comma that's missing, they friggin' call me up and tell me you're missing the Oxford comma, Gail. But I put it in, and they've obviously read it. The other thing I want to mention is Manhattan, in addition to BronxNet, the different boroughs have a similar, maybe not as great, but Manhattan Neighborhood Network is an example. At the Firehouse, I'm sure you know, here in Harlem, free opportunities to doing the kind of outreach that you absolutely need to learn and do, but I'm sure you're also doing that. I want to say, you got to push for the arts to be funded. It is so frustrating to me that government doesn't fund the arts the way they should. And so, I don't know what's happening in the arts in Washington Washington is another whole discussion and topic that we don't need to have today because I get too upset. But we need to push locally. If we can't get the money from the NEA, we need to push locally. And that means state and city. With all due respect to my colleagues and to government, it's not done enough. There is no question that what you contribute to this city is more important perhaps than any other aspect of our community. As you heard, definitely, as you heard, it's partnerships, it's community, and it's jobs, and it's economic development. What brings the tourism? It's you. It's not, the English, it's not language, keep taught in the schools, it's not healthcare, it's you that brings the 42 or 43 million tourists to New York City. And that's the other thing. NYC Company, now known as NYC Tourism, be in touch with them. They should send the tourists to your venue, to your event. Or there may be some way that you could collaborate with them. Because those 42 million individuals, and now I think it's up to 60 million, 63 million individuals, should be at your venue and paying the admission price or paying whatever's necessary. So I'm here to say thank you for what you're doing. I thank those all the time, but I also thank you because he brings us all together. And that partnership and that community, given the challenges that we all have individually, is what makes us possible to bring these great talent to New York City. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Del. And now I'd like to invite to the stage Black Women in Comedy. This wonderful woman I got an opportunity to work with as a director with Belvoir. Please give a nice warm welcome to Rhonda Handsome, Rhonda Passion Handsome.
Did you hear him say, give me a warm welcome? I gotta say, this is a tremendous reunion for me. As John mentioned, he was my stage manager when I directed Melba Moore's Sweet Sounds of the Soul at the Bermuda Festival. He did an incredible job. He is a Renaissance man in theater, and I applaud you in your position here with New Heritage. But I do have to tell you what a wonderful reunion this is for me to be with Vosa Rivers again, who produced Esther Armand's Savior, which I directed at the Dwyer, and I'm just so excited to be back at the Harlem Arts Alliance. But I have to tell you, I am here today with Black Women in Comedy. This festival is going into its 6th year. Yes, it is last year. Lord have mercy. I'm a woman of a certain age. My breasts are in a race to my knees. Luckily, my stomach intervened. Black Women in Comedy is in its 6th year, and I want to invite you to the show I'm producing tonight at the Grizzly Pear Comedy Club in Midtown, 54th Street. We are doing shows all over New York, in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, in Queens, in Manhattan. Tonight I am at the Grizzly Pear with Laughs Likely. And it's a wonderful lineup, but all week long we go from Black History Month into Women's History Month, the Black Women in Comedy Laugh Fest. We are women from all over the United States, funny Black women. I know some people are doing a blackout boycott. Don't black out boycott Black women. We got funny Black women up in there. And I want you to go to my website, RhondaHandsome.com. Spent a lot of money trying to get this damn website together, so go visit it. Leave a comment, leave your email address and your social security number. You can follow me, Rhonda Handsome, at Twitter and on Facebook at Rhonda Handsome Comedy. I want to tell you how happy I am to be part of this artistic experience here. I cannot give enough praise to Rosa and to John Scutchins for just to have your attention. I do want to mention, in addition to the Black Women in Comedy Festival, I am part of Politics Political Cartoons, and I'll have some information in the QR code about Politics Political Cartoons that I do with voiceover artist and illustrator par excellence, Scott Williams, who some of you may know from New York City Theater. But again, I want to encourage you to go to the Black Women in Comedy laughfest.com. Get tickets for our comedy show tonight. Tonight I'm at the Grizzly Pear on 54th Street, and it's right in Midtown in near Times Square with a wonderful lineup, and we'll be bringing you the jokes. And the thing is, somebody said to me, what kind of humor is it? Is it vulgar? Well, some of it might be. But it is so diverse, and that is what's wonderful. That's what's wonderful. We have music, we have musical comedy, we have improv comedy, we have observational comedy, and again, I do the political comedy. I do political comedy, and you can hear me on Sirius XM every Monday night. I'm on Sirius XM Progress every Monday night on John Fugelsang's show, 9 o'clock on Mondays. I want you to give yourselves a round of applause and give yourselves a chance for laughter tonight at the Grizzly Pear with Laugh Slightly, and get your tickets and say you saw me at the Harlem Arts Alliance meeting. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Love you. So coming up next, we have the program director of Arts Bridge, John Souza.
Good morning. My name is John Souza. I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for receiving me today. I'm very grateful to be here and definitely thoroughly inspired to be a part of the Harlem Arts Alliance Town Hall meetings. It's my first time. So I'm very grateful. Thank you. So we started already. So I'm the program director for Art Bridge, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what we do. It's an arts organization in New York, and we focus mostly on public art, murals, street art, and graffiti. So we work actually all around the city and even internationally, but I'm going to speak a little bit about some of the work that we do in Harlem. I'll let you guys read that a little bit more, but I'll show some Harlem. Part of what we do is actually go into communities to try to promote public art. A lot of folks don't know about how to go about doing public art and murals, and oftentimes that's through something that we'll do in workshops. And so what we do is go into programs like NYSHA, community centers, senior centers, and we hire local artists to talk about their work. And usually, I think a lot of you are artist educators. When you go into a room full of people that are not accustomed to doing art, the first thing that they'll say is, I'm not an artist, right? And so that tends to be like the meat and potatoes of what I like to do, is really making sure that people are comfortable being creative and expressing themselves, and making sure that they can also see the results of their work. So I'm gonna leave that up. I'll just keep talking. Okay? So one of the things that we do in order to do that is making sure that the artists that we hire go through a series of workshops when they go into the community that actually look to get feedback from the folks that they work with, right? If we go into a NYSHA program, and actually in Harlem we've done a lot of NYSHA programs. We've worked with Taft houses, we've worked with East River houses, we've worked with Polo Grounds, and currently we're working at Harlem River houses. So we'll actually be unveiling a mural at Harlem River in the spring. So we go to the community centers and we do programs and we ask for people to give their own feedback. And part of this is so we can empower folks so that they can see the results of their work actually end up on the walls. It's not just so that you can sketch and talk about it, it's actually so that you can feel some ownership. What we feel is if you have a piece of the public art that actually goes up on a wall and you see yourself in that, then the biggest point of impact is that you can see your own work there, and that's when you get a sense of ownership of your own community. So if we work with children and they contribute by giving an idea and saying, oh, I would like to see you put a star up there, and a month later they see that star up on the wall, they don't say, oh, this is the art, look at what that other artist did. They'll say, look at what I did. You know, and so that's the point over here, is for everybody to feel their own ownership in the work that they do. We've also worked with the Department of Cultural Affairs to help pass the local law 163, and this has helped us to also install artwork on construction fencing, which is kind of hard to do, and it provides a legal mechanism for that to happen, which is sometimes hard to get the approval. So in Harlem, actually on 125th, around 3rd Avenue, there is a huge construction around the DMV, and so we've helped to allow that to happen. On 125th, by the National Black Theater, there's some artwork up by Zenobia Bailey, a wonderful artist, and we helped to, make that happen as well. So, we just wanted to introduce ourselves, and we put up open calls all the time, and we are also willing to work with other organizations that have other creative ideas if you want your art to be up and don't know exactly how to go about putting your art up on a wall, right? Sometimes there is a question of ownership and legal rights, and how do you get the permission to actually make sure that it's not going to be taken down. So this is where we are happy to help. I'm going to scroll through some of the work that we've done. Here we go. Just to give you an example of some of the work and how it ends up looking when it is on a construction fence, right? If it's not artwork on construction fencing, it's usually that dark green color, and so part of what we do is beautification. It's also just to make sure that this changes the city landscape. It gives it color, it gives it vibrancy, and again, it also gives the community a sense of ownership when they walk around and they see something that they actually contributed to the community. I would also say that there's a social value aspect of public art. Usually when we do these workshops, we ask people, what do you want to see in your community? And we talk about creatively what you want to see. What kind of characters, what kind of shapes, what would you like it to look like in an art sense? However, what usually comes up are other social aspects. We'll go into a nicer building, like we said, and we'll say, well, what would you like to see go up on the wall? And they're like, well, I want to talk about why the heat is not working. So, again, it helps us to bridge the gap between some of the things that are actually more prevalent, and sometimes we might not help, we can't help with getting the heat on, but what we do try to do through a creative channel is give people a sense of a voice, right? Is allow folks to feel that they have a form of expression. Sometimes, art is this way of public expression, but also of pushing back, so our artwork, is not meant to just reflect one artist. It's meant to be something that does stand up for the community, that is a reflection of everyone's voices that they can feel collectively. So I'm going to keep scrolling through here. Just a couple more. And so, also just about how we do it. Sometimes we'll paint directly on the walls. Other times we will have vinyl installed. We have done a sort of shrink wrap as well, and also on QVC, XVC boards. So, yeah, so this is another example. When it goes up on construction fencing, another part of that is that you're kind of looking up at it. So sometimes public art is, like eye-level experience. But a lot of the stuff in construction fencing also helps to project a message because it's going up overhead. For example, when we did the work at Taft Houses right on 5th Avenue, it actually provided this huge background for folks that were running across the marathon. The marathon passed right in front of it, and it's not for advertising, but it's about exposure, right? It's about access. And so in Harlem, if you want access to artwork, right, you don't have to just go out searching for it. It ends up kind of being in your face without you actually even realizing it. And sometimes these are entrances to people's homes, which can sort of be an eyesore. So we hope to sort of transform it with the work that we do. And yeah, that's basically all I have for you all. I'm very grateful again to meet you all. I'll be here to answer any questions. Please, I'm happy to partner with other arts organizations, other artists. We have open calls. If you look up ArtBridge online, once again, my name is John Souza. Thank you all. Take care.
Thank you, John. Thank you. So, I'd like to introduce, to close this out. Put your hands together for Vosa Rivers.
I see that I have some notes, so let me just say this. Special thanks to Ziad Ramadan and Joanna Castro of the West Harlem Development Corporation. On Sunday of last week, we participated in the Harlem Fine Arts Show, where over a 3-day period, more than 10,000 visitors came out. Thousands of guests viewed the beautiful art exhibit created by 100 visual artists from all across the country. Harlem Arts Alliance, New Heritage Theater Group, and West Harlem Development Corporation presented the Harlem Fine Arts Show. The founder, Dion Clark, and his executive staff with a special certificate of recognition saluting their 17th year. It was 17 years ago that they came to me and said that they wanted to do an art exhibit in this community, but they couldn't find a space. And I found the Armory on 140 in Harlem, and that became the launch of what is now one of the largest traveling art exhibitions in the world for people of color. And I wanted to say, again, thank you to those guys for that. Also, special thanks to Michael Palmer from the West Harlem Arts Alliance for being instrumental in providing West Harlem artists to participate along with Harlem Arts Alliance in our big 20 by 20 foot exhibition space. Also, special thanks to the West Harlem Artist and Sculpture, Ruthie Valdez, for enhancing our Harlem Arts exhibition space. The featured artist from West Harlem was Ruthie Valdez, Sage Gutian, and Shaniqua Benitez. Why I mention this because it's really about partnerships, and if we don't work together, we will fail together. And so I'm so pleased that I got the assistance from West Harlem to make this a new annual expanding participation for Harlem Arts Alliance members. For those of you who are here for the first time and you are interested in becoming a member, you could be an individual or an organization. I am offering you complimentary membership to the Harlem Arts Alliance, and that membership is good for 1 year. So as opposed to saying I can't join because I don't have whatever the fee is to be a member, there's no excuse for you walking away and not being a part of what we do here as members of the Harlem Arts Alliance. Together in strength, we can change the dynamics of what's happening from the White House. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank the Museum of the City of New York. And before he leaves, I know he had another appointment, but Curtis Archer from Harlem Community Development, let me get it right here. ACBC, come on up just for a minute to say a few words, and we're going to close out.
Thank you, Vosa. Thank you so much. And just looking at the notes here in terms of new beginnings, because I also see Daniel Beatty as the new leader of New Heritage. That was announced here.
Earlier on, I mentioned this is the 60th anniversary that I've been heading up New Heritage Theater Group. And we're now the oldest black non-for-profit theater in New York State. And at my age, 82 years old,
No, you're not. No, don't lie now. Come on.
I felt that it was necessary to look at succession and legacy. So at the next meeting, you'll be able to meet Daniel Cole-Beatty, who will be the new CEO of New Heritage Theater.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
The agenda is not going to take long, but I could not do this alone. Well, first of all, I got to, Kitty Rose, Double J, thank you so much for identifying that I had on a historic jacket. It was my father's jacket. But of course, I was reaching for something. I heard it. I didn't see it until Kitty Rose said, "Curtis, what are you doing over there?" And so yes, that's why I didn't have all my New Heritage swag. So, see, I was not doing it. Anyway, I could not do this alone without Eva Oria. Give it up because she is the most important person at RMCDC. Joanna, I'd like to take all the credit, but no. She's the one who gets those applications, reviews them, and decisions are made. And that's why everyone loves her. So, Eva, tell us about RMCDC.
Thank you so much, Curtis, Rosa, and everyone in Harlem Arts Alliance. I will make this quick, obviously, in the interest of time. If you could go to the next slide. I'm proud to announce that our grant program has reopened. Yes. That is great news. We will be open until the end of October. So if you are interested in applying for a grant, please start thinking about what project, event, or sponsorship support you would like to receive from us. And here are just a few quick notices about our grant program. And if you can go to the next slide. We just want to inform everyone that in order to be eligible for one of our grants, you have to be pre-qualified through the statewide financial system. This is just something we want to clarify because as you've heard from other organizations, it's very important that you read through the guidelines and look at eligibility criteria. This is one of them. And this is a separate state entity process. So it's not something that we control, and I just want to make sure you all have the information and the contacts if you are facing any issues with pre-qualification or want to learn more. If you go to the next slide. And then here are the links to learn more about what we do at Harlem CDC. The top link is our website. The bottom link is if you want to go directly to our grant program webpage, and there you will find the program guidelines, you'll find the application, and you'll find more information about our program. And next slide is, obviously we do so many other community development initiatives. Part of that is supporting small businesses. And we have weekly workshops that we offer. So here are some of our weekly workshops coming up in the month of March. If any of those are interesting to you, please scan the QR code to join our listserv, and we will send you email push notifications with the links to register, so you don't have to worry about it. And next slide is our contact information. So my email is in the top, and then we have some directors from different programs at Harlem CDC. If you'd like to learn more, you can feel free to reach out to them. And of course, Curtis and I are going to be around if you have any questions. So thank you so much.
And also, if you guys kind of think that the name of our grant program is a little confusing, blame that person right there, Wayne Benjamin, Chair of Community Board 12's Land Use Committee. You're the one that came up with that one. And often said, CERS, what is it? Community and Economic Revitalization Support Program. Bam, give it up. Thank you all.
Thank you, Curtis. Thank you. All right. So we are at our new beginnings. Before we close this out, I just want to say we still have a lot of materials in the back, so that when you leave, please take some of the materials so you can learn about the other organizations that were here today. I want to say thank you to the museum of the City of New York for hosting us and having us here. I want to say thank you to the tech crew. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who came and put your energy in the space. Two things. We're going to take the group photo. So if you can all come to the front of the stage here. And then after that, we can all just go and, all the presenters, yes. Just come to the front of the stage. Thank you, Wilson. And then after that, we can all just, we can all just greet one another afterwards. And Angel, please come join us. Where's the photographer? Is everybody up front? Can I get all the presenters up front, please? Do I have all the presenters up front? All right. Are we ready there? I just need everybody to focus, please. All the presenters, I just need you to focus, please. And my word today is freedom. That's the word for today, freedom. Cheese. Thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Huh? I gotta get my coat. Oh, my jacket.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you post anything online, just make sure you tag New Heritage Theater and Harlem Arts Alliance. Thank you.
Yeah, the email.
I will give you that full I promise, okay?
seconds. All right, let me make sure this. Hold on. Let me just see something.
Got your stuff, yes?
Hold on 1 second. All right, everybody. Just wanted to say thank y'all for checking in with me on COTTERBRAND. Make sure y'all go over to our friends over at Harlem Arts Alliance. Sub to their channel. You'll also see them as one of the mods in our live streams and chat group. But definitely go over to Harlem Arts Alliance. Sub to the channel. A lot of good content. I'm archiving all of the stuff over there, so you're also helping me out. So make sure all of my people, y'all go over there. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Shout out to the Crazy Kids. And all of my Yu-Gi-Oh! and Warframe, Tenno brothers. Y'all will see me soon. Y'all will definitely see me soon. But I had to keep, I have to do this as well. But it's an affiliate, and I need y'all to go over there and just at least sub to the channel. Big time. That's a big help. And I posted up the 2,000 sub giveaway. So go look at the shorts and you're going to see what the 2,000 sub giveaway. Whoever gets that, they're going to like it. And I have 2. So there'll be 2 winners for the 2,000 sub giveaway. Make sure y'all check in. And thank y'all for supporting Harlem Arts Alliance. Thank y'all for supporting me. Cotter out.